team from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's ball. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff. He'll be stopped at the 17. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. That's caught. It's ball. Made a defender miss. Just keeps moving. Made him miss again. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
How about an RD? What a start. You want to come out and say, I'm going to be aggressive. We're going to take shots. We're going to make big plays. Look no further than the first play of the game. What a start.
Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Pulls it in. It's Brown. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Leaves it with the back.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Illinois could try to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. They go to the ground. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
To the air, it's Altmaier. Lets it go. Working on the right. Got room at the 35. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Wants to adjust the pattern. From the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Looking to fire. Lets it fly. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Illini!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
So now it's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Gators are in the hurry up.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy
unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And he had an opportunity there to make something out of nothing, but things just got sideways and the ball came free.
I just like the effort on defense, okay? They couldn't get to the quarterback initially in the pocket. He starts scrambling, and they don't quit. You saw all of the effort of everybody pursuing the QB, catching up to him, and then creating the fumble. Awesome job.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Hand off from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to throw. It's Altmaier. It's complete to the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offense a success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. To the ground with the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, for the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
The Fighting Illini with options here on second and short. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Illinois putting together a really nice drive. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Illinois could try to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Looking downfield, it's Altmaier. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. The Fighting Illini with mere inches to gain on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Sanders. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Illinois can be aggressive here on second and short. The give out of the gun. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Illinois move the chains on the ground. Let's see if they run behind that big offensive line again. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Rides the back and leaves it. Got some room into the goal line. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
It's first and goal as Illinois comes to the line. Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. The sneak scores it.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT makes it 14-6. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. Just finished off with the quarterback sneak. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. I'm not sure what kind of vexing and magic they're trying to conjure up here, but sending out the field goal unit. Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Throws for the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. The Gators will hustle to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Throwing right. Makes a connection. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Caught in the backfield. It's Ball. Breaks into the open. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Looking to throw on first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. He'll take it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, the quarterback had the look he wanted. He had his big fella down here in the red zone. That's supposed to be an easy pitch and catch, but his buddy puts it on the floor.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They're going to throw it on third and goal. Working that left side now. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Almost certainly time for just one more play, so why not give it a go on fourth down? Looking to pass. It's Lagway. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is hooking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll run play action. Oh, they're after him. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback making checks. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Takes it the other way. Smashes through the tackle.
And that time the defense in 3rd and long, 6 DBs on the field. There's not going to be anywhere to throw the football with that zone coverage. They do a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, David. They break on the ball for the pick.
Yeah, great job forcing the 3rd and long, predictable situation. Like you said, now you got them right where you want them. You practice those situations, all those extra DBs, and they make the big play.
And the Gators want to move quickly. To the air, it's Lagway. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 22 on 1st and 10.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Use the play fake, now to throw. With the catch, it's Clement. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. The offense in hurry-up mode. He wants to change this route. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. Working the middle. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
On the run, it's Valentine. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Now the play fake. Dances away to buy time. Complete to the left. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding a hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him working away, nice job being on the same page, getting the 1st down.
Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Altmaier. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
Trying to convert. Illinois comes to the line. On 4th down, looking to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Man, those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the run. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Offense in the hurry-up. Off play action. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. That earlier sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
To the air. It's Lagway. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
And that was a play where maybe the big target was open quicker or sooner than the quarterback had anticipated, but it's still no excuse to throw the ball off your back leg. You got to chop up your steps, you got to get a good base, and you got to step into the throw.
Another incompletion on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Sturdivant. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Hoping to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down, because from here, it will be a 58-yarder. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
The Gators had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. gives it on the option. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. The 40. Past the 30.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight. It's close, tied here in the fourth quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have made.
Illinois looking to pay things off on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll keep the kicker on the sideline, and the offense will try to get it done with a touchdown in the 4th quarter on 4th and goal. Making side adjustments here. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Absolutely center cut. And now they've taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Big-time kick late in the 4th quarter to take the lead. Now, not much time left. Defense has to be ready on the sideline, ready for the 2-minute drill, knowing exactly what you're...
He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. The Gators sending the offense back to work. There is plenty of time here, David, to finish this thing off. They just need to execute wisely.
Plenty of time. I got to understand a field goal is not the worst thing in the world. Let's be smart here. Use the clock, stay aggressive, but don't get reckless, Palmer.
And don't be afraid to go back to the well. What's been working for you in offense up to this point? Don't be afraid to go out and try and execute those plays here.
A nice luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
On the option. He'll pitch it. That might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get it to the ground.
Interesting to see what the defense is going to do here now, guys. They've got the lead. It's a 2-minute situation, 4th down. What's your personnel grouping going to be, and what do you want to do? Play man, play zone, or are you just going to sit back and play preview?
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Touchdown, Florida! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Here's a throw downfield late. Got it in stride inside the 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. From the red zone, looking for a man. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The ball is out behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Looking downfield, it's Altmaier. He wants it all. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Really nice job there by the safety back in the middle of the field. You see his range and the speed. He's able to close on the ball and then knock it away. Nice play.
Wants to pass the clock, an enemy. He's going for the goal line.